We're back, and I have my first ever PSA returns back. I'm so excited to see what I get. There's some vintage, there's some modern, there's a mix of random stuff that I'm hoping gets absolutely great grades. Not just PSA though, we also have an ace return with just one card in it. Now I want to show you guys something funny. As you guys can see here, that's the PSA box. Next to it, the one card from ace. I don't know what's up with that, but let's see what we get. Because the box is absolutely gigantic from Ace, we'll just do it like this to begin with. We'll slice it down, grab the card out, and then we'll reveal it. Just stay with me. We'll figure it out. Alright, I'm struggling a bit with this, I'll be honest guys. I don't really know how to show this. It's way too big for my desk. But, bear with me. You guys know I struggle with stuff I shouldn't struggle with. Okay, it's inside a smaller box. And here's the single ace card that we have. It was an absolute struggle. It was in a gigantic box and now it's inside of another box. I like the presentation. It's nice. Ace is lovely. I do hope that Ace gets up there and, you know, in recognition with PSA and stuff like that. I really hope so, because there's some really cool things about Ace and we'll check that out. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Let's get this open. As you guys know, I always struggle with plastic, so bear with. I don't know why I don't just buy a cool little Stanley knife. I really don't know. I hope they don't just show the grade as we open it up. Will they? Okay. There's more Where's the card? Okay, the card is in here. I was so worried for a second. I thought they just sent me a bunch of boxes with just cardboard. Okay, the card is here. Let's get rid of this box. That would have been devastating. So, funny story about this. I got this graded at LCS, London Card Show, in May. Because it was in a bad... It was like get graded, a slab that I hadn't even heard of. And I was like, you know what, let me just regrade it. It was in a 9. The grader there said he took a quick look at it and he can't see exactly why they would give it a 9. So I'm hoping by some miracle it comes back a 10. But let's just see what it is. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, this is actually there's so much plastic everywhere you look. Which side is that? Let's see. Where's the back? Okay, that's the back of the card. So you guys don't even know what card this is, but there you go. There's the ace. Oh, it comes in a sleeve already. So I believe the grade is going to be on that side. This is the first time I've ever done this, so let's see. Any guesses what the card is going to be? Because I remember. But let's see. Oh my god, how am I going to do this? There we go. Right. So the Battle Styles Tyranitar Altar. Tyranitar, of course, is my favorite Pokemon. I absolutely love this card. I picked this up in a great like bundle purchase. I bought this, a PSA 10 Giratina from Crown Zenith, and a PSA 6 Shining Gyarados, all for £450. I think I did pretty good on that deal. It was in my video of everything I picked up in 2024 so far. But this is the Tyranitar. I just had to pick it up. I was looking for it. There it is. I don't know what grade we get. I hope to God it's a 10 because it goes to around 200 in an ace 10. Of course, we got the beautiful label. Let's have a look, see what we get. My PC is struggling a little bit. Let's see what we get. Is it going to be a 10? It's a 10! Yes! Yes! There we go. Look at that. Okay. We got the beautiful ace label, 10 Tyranitar V. I love that. That's amazing. So that's a £200 card right there. I didn't expect it to get a 10, to be honest, because the other grading company had it at 9. And I don't know. But the grader was there. He said, I can't tell why this would get a 9. Man, I'm so glad to see this in a 10. Beautiful. I love the ace label. Awesome. So that's my first ever ace card. You guys need to tell me if me shouting is actually making the camera shake, because I think it is. Either that or it's my eyes just shaking like crazy right now. I'm so happy to get an ace 10. This is about 200 quid now. So that deal for 450 quid was definitely worth it. I took a bit of a risk, but man, beautiful. Gem Mint 10 Tyranitar. I love that. Absolutely amazing. But now we're going to get onto the PSA grades. This is also some crazy cards in there. So for full transparency, it was a group submission that I did. It was me, my cousin, and a couple of his friends. Altogether, it was about 60 cards, 21 of which were mine. He's had a look at everything. I don't know anything about the grades, but I did ask him to try to order it from modern to vintage. So you guys should stick around to see what the vintage grades get, because there are some really, really cool cards. But let's take a look at this box. I've never opened up a PSA box. Of course, you guys can see it's already been opened because, as I say, it was a group submission. Okay. What do we have? Okay, so the back of the card. Like I say, my cousin did organize it a little bit. So how should I do this? Should I bring them all out into a stack? That might be easier. So as you guys can see, it's a stack of 21 cards. And they should be ordered from modern to vintage. But here's the first card. The back looks pretty cool, but what do I know? Because I am blind. Now, I don't know how you would have ordered it, but let's take a look. Okay, so we start off with the Giratina Crown Zenith. I love this card. It was in such good condition, but it was quite badly off-centered top to bottom. So I did expect it to get... yeah, even looking at the top there, you see how thick that is compared to the bottom. I would hope this get a 10, but condition wise, I mean, the off center might bring it down. Let's see. I'm hoping for a 10. Come on now. It's an 8. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, so we took an L, but this is a card I picked up pretty cheap. I picked it up, I think, for around 45, 50 pounds. So I think even in a PSA 8, I'm fine with that. This might be a card that I crack and just keep in a binder. I'll see. I'll keep an eye. I'll see if it's worth it. PSA 8, that's a lot less than I expected. But, I don't know. I've never graded before, so I don't know what we got going on. Here's another card. Okay, so this is going to be... So this is another card that I don't expect to get a good grade. But I just wanted to get it because it's a cool card. This is my first time grading, so I didn't expect everything to get 10s. I didn't submit with the idea to get 10s in mind. I just wanted some stuff to keep. But yeah, you can see the off-centering quite badly. But I just want to see what grade it is. What is it? It's the Charizard V-Star from the UPC, and that is a 9? That's a 9. Okay, I'll take that. I was expecting this to get an 8. Wait, was this an 8 or a 9, this Giratina? Yeah, the Giratina was an 8. That's a 9, I think. Yes, that's a 9. Blind people problems. Okay. So, again, not much in value, but I'll show you the reason why I wanted to grade this card. I didn't expect it to get a 10. The reason why I wanted to get that graded was because this next card, hopefully would get a 10. And it is, of course, the Mewtwo V-Star. I love this card. Crown Zenith. It shows the other perspective of the Charizard from the UPC. Let's see. Do we get a 10? Another 9. No, that's a 9. Okay. So... At least we have sequential 9s. I mean, if you're grading modern, you want to get 10s, really. You want to get 10s. But, like I said, I didn't expect these to get 10s. Okay, we're not off to a good start. But, hey, at least I'll put more scrutiny towards cards that I get graded next. I am putting a pile to the side. I'm going to have to bring out my magnifier to make sure that everything's good. But, like I say, these cards, I didn't expect them to get 10s. So the next card, okay, we haven't seen any 10s yet. I'm hoping to see a 10. I don't know what we have here. Let's see. We have, okay, Celebrations Charizard. So I bought this from Dead Universe Comics. I love those guys. They had this and it looked absolutely perfect to me. There was no issues anywhere. You guys can see it was packed fresh, sleeved and straight into a binder. Condition looked good. Let's see. I want to see a 10. I want to see a 10. Okay. Oh, oof. That's okay. We get a 9. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. I was expecting this to get a 10 for sure. Oh well. Okay. What can you do? Celebrations Charizard in a 9. Okay, but the rest of the stack, like halfway, this is where it gets crazy. So if these get 9s, I'm fine with that. Got another card again. It looks pretty nice. I don't know what we have. We have the Roaring Moon from Paradox Rift, special illustration rare. I packed this myself. My second ever pack from Paradox Rift. I got this. I wanted to grade it. I didn't really double check it. I was like, it looked center wise fine to me, but I'm blind, so what do I know? Let's hope for a 10. Come on now. It's a 10. Yes! Yes! The first 10. There we go. A Roaring Moon, Paradox Rift, PSA 10. There we go. Alright, I'm happy. I packed this card myself. You guys know my luck is actually horrible, so I'm glad, you know, the universe is on my side for this card. I think the value is about 130 quid for PSA 10 right now for this Roaring Moon. It's a beautiful card. There's a lot of detail in it. And it's a card that I packed myself, so I'm so happy for that. We get our first PSA 10. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Let's see what we get next. Let's have a look at the back first. Back looks clean. Doesn't look off-centered too much. Let's see what we get. Okay, we have the Charizard from Obsidian Flames, a special illustration rare. So interestingly, I've packed 3 of these. Although, additionally, interestingly, I've never personally packed these. I've opened so many boxes, both with Tokidoki Poki and my cousin, and I've never been the one to personally open up the pack that contained one of the 3 Charizards. So I'm hoping this gets 10. I did get another one. Let's see. Let's see. I'm hoping for a 10. Come on now. 10? Yes! Okay, cool. All right. There we go. Okay, so cool. A Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames in a 10. I'm happy. I'm happy. I love this. I might have to start getting more powers ready to send off the PSA. I love this. It's like a gamble. My degeneracy is coming out big time. So we get a PSA 10 Obsidian Flames Charizard. There should be a second one. The back looks good on it. As you guys can see, it's another Charizard. They should be sequential. I love that if it is. If it is a 10, I mean. Let's see, what do we get? It's a 10! There we go! 2 PSA 10s. I love that. Look at that. Awesome. I love that. So these are cards that I packed myself. Well, they're not personally. But, you know, cards that I paid for, that I packed, that I got. Cool. PSA 10s. I'm so happy for that. Genuinely so happy. Okay, so Obsidian Flames, Charizards, and the Paradox Rift Roaring Moon come through with PSA 10s. I absolutely love that. Amazing. Now this is the only Japanese card I sent off to get graded. I really can't tell if a Japanese card is badly offsetting or not. I'm way too blind for that. But this is a card for Tokidoki Poki. I bought this from Dead Universe Comics. A good deal. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of PSA 10s. So I think the value's up there in a PSA 10. Again, I don't know what this is going to get. I'm not sure. I didn't really, like, you know, get a magnifier for my magnifier to see what grade I could get from this. But let's see. There we go. We have a Japanese Dedenne. Now, this is a promo in English. Not worth anything in English, but raw value in Japanese is about 40 quid, I believe. Yeah, Tag Team GX All-Stars. I'm hoping for a PSA 10. Come on now. Come on now. PSA 10. Yes! Oh, yes. Okay. I don't know how many there are. I have no idea what the value of this is. I did write a note for how much I think everything goes for. I couldn't find anything on this. I couldn't find anything. I had in my notes £500 with a question mark. I don't know what I saw. Maybe it was just someone listed it up for that much. I don't know. But beautiful card in the PSA 10. I love that. Here we are. We're getting the 10s. We are getting the 10s. I love that. Okay, we're on to the next card. All right. So, the back looks pretty good. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have a Whale Lord EX. So, the value of this card, raw, it's not that expensive. I think it's about a 20 to 30 pound card. But it's a very sentimental, nostalgic card for me. I remember me and my cousin when we were kids looking at this card being like, whoa, a Pokemon with 200 HPs, that's crazy. And this looked like it was in pretty good condition. So, you know, I'm hoping for a 7 at least. I'm hoping for a 7. Let's see, what do we get? It's a 7. I'll take a 7. I'm happy with a 7. EX era cards, notoriously hard to grade. I personally haven't graded any, but yeah, I'll take a PSA 7 Whale Lord EX. I'm totally happy with that. Let's see what we get next. So, of course, we are going into the vintage era. Let's see what we have next. It's the Kabutops EX. I love this card. Another nostalgic card for me. How was the back? The back looked good. I don't see any whitening. Don't see anything like that. I'm hoping for a 7 again. Come on now, at least a 7. At least a 7. It's a 7. I will take that. I will take that. So we have a Well-Lord EX and a Kabutops EX. 7 apiece. I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. These are nostalgic cards. I don't care if they get 10s or not. They're just going to be chilling. They're going to be chilling. I'll love these. I'll love these to just be in the collection. Just spending their time there. All right. What do we have next? I think I see some whitening at the top there. So, yeah, maybe some at the bottom there as well. Let's see. What do we have? We have the Gyarados from Skyridge Holo. I love this card. It looked like a really, really clean copy. I didn't see any issues. I don't think there was any scratches on the holo. What do we get? Come on now. I want to see, I would love to see an 8. I would love to see an 8. I doubt it, but I would love to see an 8. Come on now. A 6. A PSA 6. I didn't expect that. Although looking at it now in this light, yeah, you can see a lot of edge wear. Man, that's deflating. I was expecting, you know, I was hoping for an 8, but I'd expect a 7. A 6 was a low. But okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. There's still a lot more nice cards to come. There's still a lot more nice cards to come. Okay, so it looks good to me, I think. I don't see any issues. Do you guys? Maybe I'm just super extra blind. I don't know. Maybe I need new glasses. Let's see. We got a Feraligatr from Expedition. I love this card. I don't think there was any scratches on the holo. The holo is so nice on it as well. I don't see any issues with it. I'm hoping for a 7. Let's see a 7. Let's see a 7. PSA 6. So, Skyridge and Feraligatr. PSA 6. Okay. 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 They're really tough to grade. They're really tough to grade. You know, I was hoping by some miracle that I could get something crazy. So, okay, we have this next card. Again, looks really clean. I don't see any edge wear. Maybe a little bit on the top there, on the top right. What do we have? We have this Firo. I love this card. I bought this, I think, 2 days before I went to LCS. I just love the art on it. It looked like a really clean copy. I didn't see any issues with it. But again, my eyesight is not my forte, so who knows? Let's at least get a 7. Come on now. Let's see an E-Series 7. Come on now. Yes! There we go. I'll take a PSA 7. I'm totally happy with that. So better than the Gyarados and the Feraligatr. Lovely. Man, they're so harsh on these because you guys can see the back looks absolutely clean. It might be a bit off-centered left to right, but yeah. Man, I don't really see any issues with edge wear. Maybe the bottom right had something, but I'm not too sure. You guys let me know what you think. But cool. On to the next one. Is that all whitening at the top, or is that just a reflection behind it? No. Okay, so this card looks pretty clean, I think. Right? What do we have? We have the Alakazam. Was this Expedition base Expedition? I believe so. Now, I bought this, and this card looked practically perfect. There was only a couple print lines, which I'm hoping... the grader missed, because I think this could be a contender for a 10. I really hope so, but realistically it's probably going to be an 8 or a 9, but still really good value on this card regardless. So I bought it for 20 quid, by the way, which I think was a steal. Come on now, let's see an 8. Let's see an 8. Let's see an 8. Yes, an 8. I will take that. PSA 8 Alakazam Expedition Holo. I love this card. It's such a clean copy, such a clean copy. I will take that happily. Happily. Okay. We're going to be moving on to some crazy cards. As you can see, the value's getting up there now. It's getting up there. So, come on now. What do we have in here? What? Oh. Is that whitening on the top? I don't think I would have sent in a card like this. I don't think I would have missed that. If I can see that now, then I would have seen that beforehand. What card even is this? Oh, okay. It's the Dark Feraligatr. So, yeah, I don't remember there being a lot of whitening on this card. There's a really lovely swirl there, which is another reason I wanted to get it graded. But with the whitening on the top, I can't imagine it's getting a good grade. So, I'm expecting maybe a 6, 7 at most. Let's see what we get. Yep, it's a 6. Okay, yeah. All that whitening at the top, I don't remember that being there at all. But cool, it's a nice Dark Feraligatr, PSA 6. Not great, It's not a very valuable card. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're down to our last, what, like 5, 6? 5, 6. Let's see, what do we have here? It looks pretty clean. I can't tell. That doesn't look like whitening. There's a little nick on the top left there. So I don't think this is getting a 10. But what is it? We have a Misty Seedra pre-release. Now I got these because I thought they were practically perfect. But yeah, there's a nick right there. Right there. Let's see what we get though. It's a pre-release. Hollow. Misty Seedra. I was hoping for a 10 in this. But an 8. An 8. I'll take an 8. Why not? I'm fine with that. 8. Wizards of the Coast. I'll take that. Yeah. I don't remember seeing that little nick at the top there. That's interesting. So to go with this 8, well, to go with that Mystery Seedra, I have this Dark Gyarados pre-release. Also a pre-release stamp. This again looked absolutely perfect to me when I bought it. I didn't see any issues with it at all. I'm hoping for at least a 9 on this. The Centurion looks really good on it as well. So let's see what we get. Come on now. Let's get a 9. An 8. Apparently this is the same condition as the Seedra. Okay. Again, these aren't very valuable cards, but I thought that they were in really, really, really good condition. Maybe top to bottom on the Gyarados is a bit off. But an 8. I'm interested. Maybe there's some scratches on the holo I didn't see. Okay. Interesting. And now we're down to the last 4. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Back looks good. Fairly off-centered left to right. What do we have? We have a Dark Donphan first edition. Again, a really clean copy. A little bit off-centered. But I'm hoping for some nice grades. Come on now. Let's see some nice grades. I thought they spelled edition wrong there for a second. It looked weird to me. Let's see an 8. Let's see an 8. A 7. Okay, I'll take a 7. I'll take a 7. First edition. Neo... Is it Neo Destiny? Neo Destiny. First edition Neo Destiny. PSA 7. I will take that. I'm not mad about that at all. It's really tough to get high grades in Wizards of the Coast era. Okay, so let's have a look. This again, I don't recall seeing all of this. It's all at the top. I wonder what's going on there. There's a little bit of a nick at the bottom. I hope this isn't what I think it is. Let's see what we got. Oh no. So this is my Shining Tyranitar. This is like my favorite card of all time. Of all time. And I don't recall there being whitening there at the top. That's really disappointing. So I'm hoping like a 7. I really want a 7. I want a 7. That's it. Let's see a 7. Okay, we got a 7. I'll take a 7. I'll take a 7. No problem. No problem. 6 and below, I'd be crying. But 7, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. PSA 7, Shining Tyranitar. Man, my favorite card. I will take that happily. Okay, so we got the last 2 cards. I only remember what one of them would be. So it doesn't look like there's anything going on the back. Maybe a little bit there at the bottom. I can't really tell too much. Other than that, looks like a really clean copy. We have this Shining Noctowl from Neo Destiny. Alright. Looks really clean. Yeah. As you guys can probably tell, I love the Neo series. We got the Shining Tyranitar, the Shining Noctowl. Come on now. Let's see an 8. Let's see an 8. Let's see an 8. It's an 8. I will take an 8. I'm happy with an 8. That's awesome. Okay, cool. That's our best Shining card so far. I love that. Okay, so I know what this last card is. Okay, again, this was like a really, really, really clean copy. So I'm hoping for a 9 at least. I'm hoping. I really am. As you guys can see, it's a Shining Magikarp from Neo Revelations. Man, beautiful card. I picked up the Shining Gyarados in a PSA 6. I wanna see something. It's such a clean copy. There's really not much of an issue on this at all. I really want to see an 8, a 9, or a 10. Come on now. Let's see something. Let's see something. It's a 9. I'll take a 9. I will take a 9. I'm so happy with a 9. Okay. Alright. I'm so happy with that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, we've got a massive array of stacks here. Now, this was only 21 cards, but this was my first time grading. So it's nice to get, you know, we started off with the Gem Mint 10 Ace, Tyranitar, Battle Styles. I'm happy with that completely. We got a really nice stack of 10s. We got the Dedenne, Japanese. We got the Charizards. I love that. And then, of course, it was the Roaring Moon EX, all in PSA 10s. Only 4 10s out of the 21. So, yeah, it's good to keep in mind that, yeah, they're pretty strict with the grading, it seems like. But, man, to get a shiny Magikarp in a 9, that's really cool. I'm really happy with that. We got the Charizard Celebration in a 9, which was, you know, I was hoping for a 10. It looked like a really, really clean copy, but okay. And then the Charizard V-Star in a 9. I'll take that. It's not bad at all. And then the UPC promo, I didn't expect that to get. No, the Charizard I expected not to get a 10 because it was really badly off-centered. But yeah, it's sequential at least, so that goes for something, I guess. I don't know. It means something. Let's see what. Let's see where it goes. I have no idea. I'll have a counter for the value that we have so far. The PSA 8 Shining Noctowl, beautiful. I love that. That's amazing. We got a PSA 8 Dark Gyarados pre-release. The PSA 8 Misty Seadra, awesome. PSA 8 Alakazam. Now this was kind of disappointing. I was hoping for at least a 9 on this Alakazam. It looked perfect other than the 2 print lines, unless each print line cost a grade. But not too bad. The Giratina V-Star in an 8. Yeah, there must be something I missed on this, because it is quite badly off-centered, sure, but would that bring it down to an 8? I mean, I was expecting a 9, to be honest, but yeah, an 8 is not good. An 8 is not good, but it's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Then our 7 stack. Shiny Tyranitar. I'm glad that was the minimum I wanted it to be. Beautiful. I love that. Dark Donphan first edition. I'll take that in a 7. This Firo, beautiful. Again, I'm not quite sure why that ended up a 7, but maybe there's some scratches and stuff on the holo I couldn't see. Kabutops EX. Again, not valuable card, but nostalgic for me with the Well-Lord. So PSA 7s, I will take those all day. And then our Doodoo stack. Dark Feraligatr in a PSA 6. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh, they didn't give any love to the Feraligatr, did they? PSA 6 in the Feraligatr, and then the Skyridge Gyarados in the 6s. That's heartbreaking, to be honest, because this looked really, really good. But yeah, I don't know. There's obviously that nick at the top left. Maybe there's something on the bottom left, but I can't really even see what that is. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get someone to clean this up, because I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but yeah, I can't really see any scratches or anything on this. There doesn't look like any edge wear on the front. Maybe there's just some dirt and gunk that I didn't see. There's a little bit of silvering on the bottom left. Oh. Hang on. No. Okay. Is there something in there? Maybe that can be cleaned up. But yeah, this to get a 6. I'm surprised. I was hoping for a 7 at least. 7 is like the bare minimum. The bare minimum. So these 3, yeah, I struck out a bit on those. But overall, I'm really happy with this. Well, that was a bit of a roller coaster ride. We got some good grades, some pretty bad grades. But man, for my first experience, I'm totally happy with that. We got some nice stuff. I can't wait to see when I'm editing this, the value of everything so far. Everything I've got here, I got at a good value anyway. So it doesn't really affect me too much if the value isn't up there. But a lot of these cards are nostalgic and stuff that I just want to keep close to myself. So not much of this was bought with the idea of selling anyway. So I'm happy about that. But we got some really cool grades. The Ace label looks amazing on the Tyranitar. Yeah, overall, I'm happy with this. And I hope you guys are too. And if you are, don't forget to smash the like button. Comment down below what you want to see next. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!